I'm Patrick from Anderson Design and Fabrication. This is our 2022 Subaru Outback Wilderness. It's lifted 5 inches and it's got some massive meaty tires from Milestar tires, our new AT Pros. It's got full aluminum skid plates, fully 3D scanned, designed through Inventor, the whole 9 yards. We got full molly rack panels in the back with the new storage panel that we're working on. That mounts directly to our molly racks, bolt up to the factory points in the back of the Subaru Outback, at least the newer ones anyways, 2020 and up. So
nice.
Everything's made right here in the US, laser cut, formed. So we're all about getting out and adventuring, especially in our Subarus and our smaller all-wheel drive stuff. Definitely a lot of fun. So we primarily build lift kits, skid plates, other accessories for Subarus, and some other smaller all-wheel drive stuff. Everything's manufactured in-house, laser cut, formed, powder coated, the whole 9 yards.
Great.
Hi, I'm Martin Castro with Milestar Tires, and today we're talking tires.
I have a question for you about what the difference is specifically between the original Patagonias and your new Pros. Like what did you change? Yeah.
So it's not even the same tire.
So it's a whole new.
Yes.
Whole new
so
everything.
the original our ATR was built in and is still built in Thailand. Mm-hmm. And that plant's about, I think, 8 years old, so it's very, very new. However, we're building this in the United States. This one's built in our Tennessee plant, 63 sizes. One of the advantages we have there is fresh production and fresh development. So knowing what everybody's desire is, where the consumer is at, what the features and benefits need to be, what the expectation is, right, as a product, we're able to do that. The communication's a little easier, and we're able to do a little bit more product testing a little bit more rapidly. I mean, that's really the significant difference, because we know who the target players are, right? Because tire companies are always looking at who's doing what and when, right? Mm-hmm. We've got Hankook who's here with their XT, that's brand new, and we've got Firestone here with their XT, and that's brand new for them. And we've had our Patagonia XT for 2.5 years. We're always looking at who the other one's doing, because consumers, as vehicles improve and vehicles are more capable, the only thing that's touching the ground or the surface are the tires. So the tires have to evolve as well, because the consumer's expectations evolve.
Yeah.
So what changes? Everything.
Everything changed. So it's quieter, more capable.
It is. Oh, actually, I'll have Cody. Cody, you were on the ATR. If you wouldn't mind coming over here for your lovely spot in the sunshine.
I'm gonna look pretty.
So let's talk about your experience on your Outback, the Patagonia ATR versus the new Patagonia AT Pro. I think you're gonna need to speak up.
The ATR wasn't very good in the snow, for one. It had really hard rubber. It was rough riding, and it just was horrible.
That's pretty brutal, but I can appreciate that. But that's you've had that product for a year on that vehicle, right? Yeah. Okay. And it's not a 3PMS product, right? It's not certified for severe snowflake rating, right? Whereas this one is.
So your new one is
What did
now.
you think about driving from Portland to here?
The ride was severely improved.
Really?
Really good.
Yeah.
Quieter, less bumpy.
Less bumpy. It was almost like you're riding on the flat. Just smooth. Very smooth. One of bumps and whatnot.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, the noise was probably
Literally, I think they're
drastically
Quieter.
yeah.
And most people, when you've got a CUV, noise, vibration, harshness, even the joints that are in the control arms and some of the rubber parts for the isolation mounts on the drivetrain, those things are all designed to reduce that impact, because consumers expect a smooth ride, right? And they expect it to be quiet. And when you go and add performance, right, you go to a larger tire. Why do you do that? You want greater ground clearance. But what do you have to do? You have to make suspension changes. So all of these are interrelating dynamics. Okay, what does that affect? What is my sacrifice? And
Oh, I'm sorry.
it's all good. So when we talk about that, it is interrelated. So when you can improve those performance characteristics and not sacrifice daily drivability and comfort, it's an advantage.
Real quick, can we? What tire is that? Can you?
Yeah, we look at this Pro. This is a 35 12 50 20 Patagonia AT Pro.
AT Pro. Okay.
Yeah, this is our Patagonia MTO2 in a 37 12 50 17, and this is the industry's only 40-inch all-terrain in the Patagonia XT. It's got it's built like our MT with a 3-ply sidewall, but it's severe snowflake rated, and it's a lot quieter.
Is that 3 peak? What about the one on the left? Is that 3 peak snow rated?
You see it? Yeah.
Okay. And which one would be more aggressive, this one or that one? Like forward as an all-terrain?
Two different use cases, and the reason is this product for us is limited to 35-inch overall diameter. That's mostly because our machines can't build a bigger tire.
Okay.
Currently,
That looks like the traditional all-terrain the traditional all-terrain tire.
It's a very modern all-terrain.
Yeah.
With all the full depth siping, right?
Right.
And it's 18-30 seconds tread depth, right? So
Right.
it's on par with everybody else.
Yeah.
55,000 mile warranty.
Right.
This is a little bit. The XT for us is someone who wants a weekend warrior. They want to go out, they want to take their Gladiator, or they want to take their Wrangler or their Raptor, whatever the vehicle might be, and they want to have the ground clearance, they want to have the performance, because it's got more void, right?
Right.
Yes. So more void allows more ability for the tire to function, especially at a lower PSI.
All right.
Because it's going to have more mechanical grip because of that. But it's also got the 3 PMS certification. So when you drive home and there's suddenly a snowstorm that wasn't supposed to hit your area, which happens here in the Pacific Northwest, this tire is going to get you home without any problem.
Okay. Would you say this one would be more aggressive if it was like same size?
I would say
size for size, like.
I would say that you could carry this with greater confidence in a more extreme environment because of the construction alone, right? 3 plies in the sidewall, 7 plies in the tread base. Where this is on par with every other product.
Two-ply sidewall.
Right.
Yeah.
2-ply construction, right?
Yeah.
But again, 2 different use cases. Sizing kind of dictates that for us.
And are these like both? Are these 2 tires your modern all-terrain tires? Like, is one older than the other?
Yeah, this tire is 2.5 years old. This tire is just releasing, so we have 15 sizes of 63 available.
Okay.
Right now we only have the P metrics, which is why we have that 265, 65, 17 on that Subaru.
Nice. All right, and let's get Cody. What would you recommend? Like between the 2 tires, between the 2 ATs, one on the left or one on the right?
For the Subaru?
Sure.
One on the left.
Okay, so Cody likes this one right here. Okay. All right, great. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
So there's a lot of suspension components going on here. Who designed this?
It's in-house.
Okay. I mean, like, was it Patrick or?
It was kind of a design off of our other models that we have.
Yeah, because you guys, I used to have an SJ Forester, and you guys had a 4-inch lift for that. Hey, so Cody, I kind of preach this, like when you increase your rocker clearance, and this clearance is really important too, because when you run over a rock, the next thing in line after you run over the rock is going to be your rocker panel right here. So I tell people, like, if you could, like, increase that clearance. So that's exactly what this thing's doing. Rocker clearance is very important. Once you start tackling terrain, that's going to be a little more difficult. So to get a little farther, you want to increase rocker clearance. Most Subaru lift kits are going to be like a 2-inch kit. So with the Anderson Design and Fabrication's lift kit, there is going to be subframe spacing. And so I believe that kit that we saw is the 4-inch lift kit. It has a 2-inch strut spacer and then a 2-inch subframe drop, totaling 4 inches. So the minimum clearance is just increased by about 2 inches, and then the maximum clearance, or rocker clearance, some people will call this effective clearance, that gets increased by another 2 inches. So these video clips are going to illustrate the importance of rocker clearance. Here is my friend's stock Lexus GX. They have these running boards that hang kind of low. If he removed them, you would have much more clearance. But this just illustrates what's going to happen if you don't increase that clearance.
Oh yeah, it's on. Yeah, just once you get to the top, you're almost up. Once you get to the top, just hit the brake and just kind of reset. Don't send it though. Don't send it. Just there. All right. Okay. Slow. All right. Just take it slow. So cross axle. This is where I use the ball system, but I think this will get up. Yeah. Slow. Yeah. You got about like an inch. I think you're gonna scrape. So what we could do is, I know the internet's gonna get upset, but what we're gonna do is we're just gonna put a rock like right here.
Or you can just cut it right there. Yeah, you have like an inch.
Yeah. So this will lift you up an inch or two. I know internet, we will put the rock back, I promise. So that's gonna lift you up and just enough, yeah. I think you got it now. Just go slow. Yep, perfect. Yeah, you good, you got like 2 inches. I would go straight. Because you don't want to hit your diff. All right. Have you noticed, you know, I mean, now you have, what, 2 inches more than the traditional 2-inch lifted Subaru.
Yeah.
So do you notice you're able to just get more places?
Oh yeah, for sure. A lot more clearance. I think we're sitting at like 14 inches at the diff.
Okay. Nice.
Factory is on the Wilderness. I think it's like 9 point something.
Yeah, like 9.5.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Well,